Did you guys miss us? Well, welcome to the Speel Show Season 2. And this time with more hot topics, more celebrity guests, and of course, more alter egos. The Speel Show is the only show on the web with real talk, real people with real views. On this show, nothing will get past us. You'll hear from celebrity guests, hear reviews and reactions from viewers like you, and of course, our wonderful selected panel of co-hosts. So let's meet them. First, we want to start with Erica Ellis. You guys give it up for Erica Ellis. She likes to tell it how it is and how it's gonna be. This is Anton Garrett. Anton Garrett is a multi-talented actor. So let's give it up for Anton, y'all. Next, we have the lovely and sophisticated Washana Moss. Welcome. Okay, and then to the far right here, we have Clark Lewis. Clark Lewis brings his religious side to the table. And we have two new additions that you guys will see this season. One is a lovely lady next to me. Her name is Julia Rose. Welcome. And another good addition, we have Brandon James. Okay, so we're gonna start the season off, but before we do, we wanna make sure we introduce what guys? We have a new demonstration area. Yes, that's right. This season, we have a new demonstration. We'd like to introduce you to Denise Russo, our demonstration girl. And Denise is surely going to demonstrate it all for us, so we want to stay tuned for that. So let's dive into our topic. Our first topic of the season is kind of dirty. What do you guys think? Well, we're talking about sex.
Let's talk about sex
and the taboos of sex. So many people are scared to talk about this topic because it's taboo to do it. What do you guys think about talking about sex and on the mainstream media? Do you think it's enough out there?
I think that it's very important to talk about sex because so many people are, having sex without a condom or anything like that. So it's very important to display safe sex.
Okay.
Exactly.
I
agree. I mean, a lot of people, especially teenagers these days, we thought back in our day we were doing it, well, not me. They were doing it young, but I wasn't telling them myself, but they starting even younger these days, so I think it's great that we're talking about it.
Do you guys think that more teens in general today or more people, period, are using condoms more than before?
I personally do not think so. I mean, I have a lot of friends who have unprotected sex, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you having unprotected sex? I feel like you need to look at everybody as though they have a sexually transmitted disease.
I'm tired of people putting sex and everything as if it's new. We have, over 6 billion people in the world? It's not new. Somebody has sex somewhere. But I think it's the U.S., like France and Canada and other countries look at us the country itself is founded by prudes. So the U.S. is very prude, and it's like we're just getting to the point where we can display sex on TV and in movies and everything. But when it comes to oral sex stems back thousands of years ago.
But I think nowadays it's become more prevalent, as far as it's more casual sex in general. When you meet a person, a lot of times they meet the person the same day and they have sex with them. Well, we do get a stigma that yes, that we do have a problem, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's up to that individual's preference.
I feel like if you love somebody and you're in a relationship, you can work it out no matter what. If you don't like oral, you're gonna work it out.
Pleasing each other.
Sex isn't really about love. Sex is sex.
Well, I think
some people.
I think sometimes people they kind of misunderstand what love is and what sex is, and I think too many
there's
of
a difference, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and love is not sex. I mean, sex sometimes it's a part of it, but it's really about
So
human
you don't
beings.
have sex because you love each other. You don't. Is that what you're saying?
That kind of enhances it, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is the person and the heart.
But sex is so much better when you do love a person.
Right.
There's meaning behind
As
it.
we hear.
Well, I think that any racial stereotype is ridiculous. And just to say that, it makes people, I hate it when people are like, oh, you're a white girl, so you're easy, or you're a black girl, so you're easy. Like, they're both bad.
Yeah.
And I feel like it just gives men an excuse to treat women bad, and they don't need any more.
Okay, that's great. But what about the women who want oral sex but don't want to give it? they're fine. They're fine with they're getting it, but they don't want to give it. What do you say?
I think that's selfish on a woman's side. I mean, they say treat others like you want to be treated.
Okay.
So you can't be doing that to folks.
Okay.
And
You want
then-
special attention, you got to give
And
some
then they
special
wonder
attention.
why they may go out and cheat on them
But you
because
can't
you're
say
not
that.
giving them what they want.
But you
Yeah.
can't say that
Yeah.
just it goes both ways. You know,
Exactly.
not every man will.
No,
give over.
absolutely
But
not.
what are some of the, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more because we're going to have a guest when we come back. But when we come back, you guys, the ladies, are going to talk to Brad from the Mailroom TV. So we'll be right back.
Hey, you meatballs, needs to hurry up. I don't want to miss the Spillet show.
Yo, what the hell is a Speel show?
You ain't never heard of the Spillet Show?
Yeah, the Spillet show, the only show on the web with real talk, real people with real views.
I don't care, as long as they don't bring no grenades.
There's a lot of hot juice here. Where?
So, the evaluation is, I guess it's time for the Speel Show. Yeah, it's Speel Show time.
Oh yeah, Speel showtime. Oh yeah.
Spillet show time. Oh yeah. Spillet show time. Spillet show time.
All right, welcome back to Spill It. Right now we have Brad, the love coach, coming to visit us. He's from Mailroom TV, so everyone give it up for Brad.
Welcome. Okay, so what is this Mailroom TV?
The Mailroom TV is a show I created a couple of years ago when I was living in Colorado. I started out, but I'm out here in LA. It's a show really about authentic relationships and from a male perspective. And we actually have men, women, gay, straight, black, white, doesn't matter, everything, but it's really a platform for discussion to really talk about relationships and get some authenticity going to see what's up.
What do you think are some of the common mistakes that people make in their relationships?
Common mistakes, well, there's a million of them. The biggest one is communication is not communicating. Communication is the cornerstone for a relationship to work successfully, and people do not know how to communicate. People think they know how to communicate, but they actually have no idea.
I notice with men, a lot of
Yeah.
times they shut down, like if there's conflict,
Yes.
they don't want to talk about like the problem and what's wrong.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and that just takes,
Could that just be upbringing? Men
it can
are
be.
not
It's
taught
It's
to
all
open up?
tied together. It's upbringing for both men and women. It's upbringing for both people, just human beings. So it depends on where you come from. It depends on how you were raised, what you saw in your household, how you saw if your mom and dad talked, if they argued, if they fought, if they got divorced. All those things have major impacts on all of us. And so it's like once you take accountability for where you come from and what you saw growing up, then you at least have some say or a choice in how you then want to represent yourself out in the world. But so many people, they don't realize that it's like kind of the water they're swimming in, and you don't even know you're swimming in it. It's just like, oh no, women are this way or men are this way. And you don't realize you got that perception because that's how you were raised. So it takes awareness to bring yourself out to that point where, oh my God, not all men are this way or not all women are this way. It's just the way I view them. And then once you start taking accountability, then you can communicate that to the people when you get involved in romantic relationships.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
Kind of goes along those lines.
Sure.
Since you seem like men and women sort of think the same way and there's no real difference.
Oh, no,
maybe,
we
or-
don't think the same way at
No,
all.
okay,
No,
so
not
here's-
even close.
Okay, so then here's my question.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, I've heard people say that it's easier for men to leave a relationship than women. So what do you
Right.
think about that?
I wouldn't agree with that at all. I think it depends on who's more invested in the relationship. I think on an ego level, that there might be, you know, you might see that, you might say, oh, it's easier for men. That's not true. We're devastated just as much. Like when relationships end, we get devastated the same way. So I think it's equal. It just depends on who's wanting to get out of the relationship.
So what's like the format of the show?
It varies. I mean, we have different segments and stuff where we have celebrities come on. We have people who have interesting stories. You know, for example, we had like a topic of like why men cheat, and then we had men who had cheated in relationships, and then women who had been cheated on. And so we have that whole discussion. We have a segment called Happy Hour, where it's kind of like topics like where we just throw things out and we just have people discuss them. And then we have like celebrity interviews, like one-on-one with people, like real in-depth stuff. A whole bunch of different things.
Speaking of cheating,
Yeah.
do you think that, like, say for instance, if a husband or a boyfriend has a lot of platonic friends,
Yeah.
do you think that, you know, a lot of people say that the chances of him cheating is going to be a lot?
Okay, before you answer that
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
that's a good one.
yeah.
We have to go to our break, so stay tuned. More Spill It.
OMG, you guys, I need HGW.
I don't even have the words.
Married? I read it online.
Yay.
Heard him and I'll slice you from nose to trinkets.
I like my trinkets.
Me too.
I mean, have you been planning this? Who proposed? What were your vows? Can I be your surrogate mother?
We have mothers.
She means she would care.
I know.
Oh, okay,
being
I wasn't
like,
sure.
Got it.
Okay, we'll get there.
All right.